Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing good at your end. So today what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss about the employment model. So if you having some doubt at where and how to choose an employment model, so this chapter is for all of you. Here I will give the concept on the employment model, what are the different types of employment model. So welcome to my channel Sab Aasan Hai. My objective is just to make the things very easy and simple so that you can learn it and use it in your upskills your knowledge and having a clear understanding. So let's start learning about the managed employment. Those who are coming first time on this channel, I request you please do subscribe my channel so that you can get a regular update on my videos that I am making on. So before I start going into the deep and detail about the employment model, model, we should understand the three terms. Okay, we should understand the three terms, and what are these three terms? Are assignment, work relationship, and employment term. These are the three main concepts we should know before we learn about the employment model. Okay, now what assignment means? Okay, like if I give you some task, okay, if I give you some task, okay, you go and buy particular items from the market, and that I am giving you certain assignments. At home also, if we are giving some tasks to our kids to perform any of the activity, we are giving them the assignments. Similarly, whenever you are in a professional life, whenever you are working for an organization, whenever you are working for a company or for an organization, so there you have to perform certain tasks based on the roles and responsibility that you are given. Suppose if I am an HR manager or if I am an IT manager, I have a particular task or particular rule I have to be performed. Okay, now what are these rules and the type? And from the Fusion application point of view is known as my assignments, that what all assignments I had given to perform. So if I want to capture this information, so there is a placeholder where we capture all this information, which is at the employment page. So if you have noticed it in the Fusion application, there is an employment page is there where we mention, and what we capture at assignment information page, for which department we are working, correct? For which department we are working, what is my position, for which position I am working, what are the grade, what are the grade I am working, whether and what are the location, for which work location, especially if I'm talking about the work location or working. So when we capture all this information, okay, when I'm capturing this information at the employment page, these all club as my assignment information. Okay, so what if someone asks you that what is an assignment details? We can say that assignment details, the job, the position, the location, the working time, the payroll that is getting attached to me. So these are known as my assignment details. Now, now what is a work relationship? Now I am an employee, I have to work for an organization. Okay, so there is some relationship with my organization. Without that I cannot go and work. Anybody cannot go in any organization and work. So I need certain relationship with my organization. The same way we having a relationship in the personal life, same an employee having a relationship with an organization. So by default every person will be having a relationship, so that we define as a work relationship. Clear? So that we call as a work relationship. Now come as the employment term. Now these things are basically very much clear. Now understand the work relationship, what we mean by the work relationship. Let me clear this so that we have a more space to explain this. I will just focus on the employment term. So what actually this employment term means? So suppose for example I am an employee, and at my enterprise level, what I had done, I had two different legal entities. I believe all of you are having an understanding of the legal entities. What are the legal entities are there? How we can able to find the legal entities, and what are the legal employers are there? If not, please visit my playlist. You will find the details about the legal entities and legal employer, which I have explained it to you in detail, taking an example of multinational companies, taking an example of different countries as well. So you can go and visit the playlist and find this particular video. So now let come and back on the focus on this particular terms on the employment terms. So when I say that if an employee is working is more than one legal entities, okay, and I'm saying legal entity, it's a legal employer only. So if the person is working more than one legal entity in fusion application, although we maintain the person detail, person in the sense employee detail at one, because this is a global system. We will not go and create two employees at the same time. We have to maintain the one person detail itself. So if my records are available in HCM information, it will be at the one placeholder. But I am having an assignment that maybe sometime I have to work for US legal entity, sometime I have to work for UK legal entity. So when a person having a when a person is working at two different legal entities, then it comes as a preview of my. Okay, so what we have understanding on these three part, that there is an assignment. Assignment means the things that I'm working, the department, the location, the position. Work relationship will be there. Work relationship in the sense that if what any employee, those who are working in organization, they should be having a work relationship. And the third is an employment term. That employment terms means that if I'm having a working situation in two different or more than two legal entities, yes, it can go to more than two legal entities as well. So then it will be known as my employment term. Now this employment model, okay, this employment model, yeah, this employment models work with these three concepts. So there are a model which is called as a two-tier, okay, and when it's called as a three-tier. In two-tier also there is four options are available that I will explain to you, but in a general term at a high level, just understand. So when we are dealing, okay, make a just focus on this portion. When we are dealing with assignments and work relationship. Okay, so when we are dealing with these two terms only, like a person is having assignment in the single legal employer. Okay, simple. If having a single legal employer and he is having an assignment and he is having a work relationship, so that type of model will come as a part of my two-tier. Simple. If I am dealing with these two components, then my model will be defined as a two-tier. In two-tier also, what different options are there, I will explain in short while. Now, what is the three-tier? So when I deal with assignment, okay, when I deal with assignment, when I deal with the work relationship, definitely when I deal with work relationship, and when I deal with employment term, or if I say that when I'm dealing with more than one legal employer, then that model will be defined as a three-tier model. Okay, clear? I hope if you have any questions or any doubt, I request you put in the comment section. I will try to answer them. So this is my employment model all about. Now let us see some more detail. So when we talk about the employment model, so when we talk about the two-tier, I will explain first about the two-tier model. So under the two-tier model, what we are having it, we are having a single assignment. What does it mean? That if I am a person, okay, I am working in an as a HR department, so I am having a one single assignment, I am working in HR department, so then it will be defined as a two-tier single assignment. Okay, then there is another option called a single assignment with the contract information. See, normally we maintain the contract information, but that's not hard and fast. Every employee has to sign a contract with an organization, but if we start capturing in an application, the placeholder is there, but we when capture the with the contract information, then it is known as a single assignment with contract. Again, it will be dealing with only with the assignment and the work relationship. So it will be known as a two-tier model, under two-tier model with a single assignment. Important portion that we need to understand, the multiple assignment. Okay, in two-tier model also, two-tier model also. Now, when I'm talking about the two-tier model, we have to make a note that we are dealing with one legal employer. We are not dealing with multiple legal employers. We are dealing with only one legal employer. Okay. Now, when I talk about multiple assignment, it means a person is working in two different assignment. That means suppose I am working as an HR manager, okay, and I am having a great skills, so I will give an additional task of the finance department, okay. Or what I can do and understand, this is a one use case or one example. Or if I am working as a permanent employee for one department, and I am working as a temporary employee in another department. So this can also be possible where I can have a multiple assignment in my organization. So if you remember, there is an assignment number field is there. Assignment number field will be generated. So when we are having in a multiple assignment, I can maintain two records. I will try to show you in the application how it going to be get appear. Normally what happens when I am when I'm in the multiple assignment option, so I will be having a screen, having a same screen on the employment page with assignment one, and on the right hand side, the second tab will be there with the assignment two. I will try to show you in the application. If not, but yes, once we enable it, then it is be a multiple assignment. Again, it come as a part of my two-tier model only. Okay. Now then there is a multiple contract with single assignment. So again, as I give an example that I can have a multiple contracts. Example is like, for example, I am a permanent employee and I am a freelance. Now most of the people are working as a freelance consultant as well. So for one particular time period, I work for maybe finance department, or work for legal department, we work for IT department. So this will be having a, I will be having a multiple contract. So when we talk about the two-tier model, under the two-tier model, what we are having it, we are having four options. Under the four options, what we are having it, that under the four options, we having a single assignment, we having a single assignment with contract, we having a single we having a multiple assignment, and then at the last, multiple contract with a single assignment. So this is what we are having as a part of the two-tier model. So if I just go and show you the representation part, so we will be having a relationship. Definitely when I'm working with any of the organization, I will be form a work relationship. So in that, every person will be having a one work relationship, and then work relationship is having a single assignment. So this come as a part of my single assignment. With single assignment and multiple contracts, so again in the two-tier we having a one option called a, I am having a work relationship with the organization, with the legal employer, and then I will be having a assignment with the contract. Now in this, when we are selecting it, it doesn't mean that I have to always maintain a contract. I can have a work relationship as well as I can have a assignment detail. No need to, it's not mandatory that I will capture the contract information. You can ignore that as well. So this is, but yes, if you are maintaining it with the assignment and contract, you can choose this option. What is the third option? Multiple assignment. So as I mentioned, in the multiple assignment, I can have a record. It's so yeah, one more thing I just want to clear. So when I click when I select an option of the multiple assignment, system give me the additional flexibility of capture these type of employee information. It doesn't mean that I cannot have a one-to-one relationship also. I can have it. So it means that I can have a single assignment information I can capture. That means an employee or a person can have a one assignment. In addition, if there are some people, those who are working on multiple assignment, that also we can capture. So in this multiple assignment, we will be having a work relationship and assignment. We will be having a work relationship and the different assignments. Then there is a multiple contract and assignment. So means that I am having a one, I'm an employee, I am having a work relationship with my organization, and then I can assignment with the contract. So if I am working in three different contracts, I will be having a three different contracts over there. So this is mainly about the two-tier. Now how and when to choose it? Now how and when to select the employment model? So now by default, what application does it? By default it will select a single assignment. Okay, so by default what is doing it, system is selecting a single assignment, and we can choose it at the later stage once we getting a more clarity about that how and what organizations behavior are when we go in more into the detail with our end users or the business users, then only we can able to realize it that what all information they want to maintain or capture it. So this is by default it is be getting and capture. But what are the possibilities of doing the changes? So as you know, and if you don't know, make a note that when we are dealing with enterprise or when we are dealing with the with the setup, okay, the master setup, there are certain steps which are reversible. Reversible in the sense, suppose if I create certain things and I do some transaction and I realize, oh, I did some mistake over here, can I go and redo it again? Yes, so this is my reversible step, I can do it. But there are certain steps if I perform or if I do the master setup and if I go and do some transaction, and at that point if I come and say can I redo it? No. So it means whatever I had done it in one of my instances, I cannot reverse it back. So there are certain setups which are reversible and which are irreversible. So same case when we are dealing about the selecting about the employment model, we should know what all things we can able to do it or not. So if I am selecting so by default it is like if I am selecting a single assignment, what does it mean? That I can go and choose any of it. So if I have initially, if I have selected the single assignment and later on decided that no, I want to go with the single assignment with contract, yes, you can do this. Later on, if I decide no, I want to go for the multiple assignment, yes, I can do it. Later on, I decide I want to go for multiple contract with single assignment, yes, you can do it. So it's the case. So when I am creating or when I'm selecting an now where we select an enterprise when we where we can select the employment term. So there is a placeholder called manage HCM information at enterprise. I will show you in an application as well. Manage HCM information at enterprise. So there we have to select these models. So from there it is going to be get impacted. Okay. So when I'm talking about so when I'm selecting the single assignment, I have an option that I can go and do the changes at the later stage. Now, initially by mistake or by ignorance or by not having a clear understanding or now your concept are getting clear. So if I selected this particular single assignment with a contract and now I wanted to bring it back to the single assignment, you getting it? So what I am saying is that, so I start the implementation and at the time of implementation, what I did, I select a single assignment with contract. And then later on, I realized, oh, I did a mistake. I should not have selected this. I want to go and change it to single assignment, whether it's doable. So, yes, it is doable. Yes, it is doable, but you should not have hired any employee in that particular legal employer, okay, or at the enterprise level. If there is a single employer, then you cannot able to come back. So as I mentioned in my previous discussion that there are certain setup which are reversible, there are certain setup which are irreversible, so this come as a part of my irreversible. Okay, so now coming up over here, if I want to go for a single assignment contract with this, yes, you can do it, but condition is this. Okay, we have to follow this condition. If I want to go with single assignment with contract, yes, I can able to do it. Similarly, if I have selected the multiple assignment, if I want to go to single assignment, yes, you can go. Yes, it is not applicable because we are, and if I want so multiple assignment, but if I'm selecting a multiple contract, so we have to see whether any of these employees are not get hired. So this is all about the two-tier model. Now let us understand about the three-tier model as well. As I mentioned, when we deal about the employment terms, okay, then it will be dealing with the three-tier model. So after this, I will show you where we are enabling it. So three-tier model is also having a three options in which, so when we talk about the three-tier model, which means that we are dealing with more than one legal employer. So that is a key over here. Okay, what is the key? A person is having an uh, information or they are working at two different legal employer. Okay, so now three-tier employer model is normally that we which includes in work relationship, which include with employment terms and which include with assignment as well. In here also we are having four options are available. One is the single employment terms with single assignment. Okay, single employment term with multiple assignments. Okay, so previously what we are having it, we were having it what, single assignment in a two tier. Here we having a single assignment and then multiple assignment and then multiple employment. So it means that we are having more than one legal employer over here, and then multiple employment and multiple employment terms. So this is also happens. So for example, if I am in US, okay, and I have multiple assignments. So in US, I am working as one of the permanent employee, and I am working as a temp employee as well. So I have a two different assignments. Or if and at the same time I am in UK, so there I am working as like in HR department, or say for example in the legal departments there also. So this model, this one I am explaining this one. So what does it mean? That two legal employer, and under that also I will be having a multiple. Now these are the rare cases, but yes, we should we don't know that senior level position have a different models are there. So check with your client and the customer how which all model they follow it. Then simple work relationship will be there. So if I'm having a work relationship, I will be dealing with the employment term, and then I will be having a one single assignment. Single assignment terms with single employment terms, okay, with a multiple assignment. So I will be having a work relationship with the organization, and then I will be having employment terms, and then two different assignment. That is, I am working in HR, or I am working in IT, or I am working as a permanent employee, or I am working as a temp employee. So this is the options of a two different assignment. What all other options I am having it? That I am having a work relationship. I am working in UK. I am working in US. Under the US, I am working as a as an IT, and under US, I am going as a temp employee or for the short term. So this is my multiple employment terms with the single assignments. Okay, and then the complex one, that I am in US. Okay, I am in UK. I am working in IT department. I am working in HR department. Similarly in UK, I am working in finance department. Now this person definitely will be a multi-talented person, and then maybe I am working as a contingent worker over it. So this is all about the work relationship. Now, if I see the holistic view of an employee, that what all it going to be come out. So person record. So this is a person record is there. They can have a capture the dependent information. They can capture the relate to the employment information. So this is something is all about person. And then they having a work type as an employee. They having a work type as a contingent worker. So one legal employer UK and another legal employer in France. So this is just a pictorial representation so that you can able to understand that one single person can have multiple role within an application. So this is what all about the employment term. Now I will show you in the system where we normally maintain this employment term and what all options we are having it. So this is my application. I will log into the application with my username and password. Yeah, so I logged in. Now I will go to the setup and maintenance. Okay, so I have an option to log in from here as well, setup and maintenance, or from the navigator. I will go and select my enterprise. Under my enterprise, I will go for the setup and maintenance. Once we go to setup and maintenance, click on this menu and then click on the search. Under this, choose this task, manage enterprise HCM information. Okay, remember this, manage enterprise HCM information. Search for this particular task. You will come click on this. So what this is about my enterprise. So the enterprise that I have created it through the wizard which I have loaded into the application. So that will going to be get appear. And in this, when we go for the HCM information, okay, let me go and click edit and then click on correction. Those who are new, that what all this all about the enterprise information, SM information, I have created one chapter on this. I will put a link in the description, so you can go through that description. You can find that link, or you can go to that particular library. You will find all the HR related tutorial over there. You can select whatever you want to learn it from there. Okay. Now under this, we will be having an option called the employment model. In this, we have learned how many models we have learned. We have learned two tier and three tier. Under two tier, how many? Four. Under three tier, how many? Four. So total, how many models we have learned? Eight models. So when I click on this particular drop down, How many models? Yes, we will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So whatever the model we want to use it, we can choose it over here. By default, as mentioned it, that system will go with for two-tier model. Okay, and from there, if I want, I can choose the different model from this particular page. Okay, so this is, I will just submit this particular record. Say okay, and how and where it is going to be get visible. Say okay. So if I want to check it, I will go to the home page. Okay, go to your my client group under person management. Search for the employee. Say yeah, yeah. So just I am searching. I search for the employee and then I click this particular record. So this is the placeholder where we can find it. Now this is a single assignment. So what it is coming? It is coming as a assignment details. If I have selected the multiple assignment, then I will be having a two assignment over here. So this is the placeholder, that is at the employment page. You can able to find the model that you have enabled at your enterprise level. So this is you can go and do the practice, or maybe you can enable it in your enterprise level. So I hope you have understood about the employment model, about the two-tier and the three-tier model. Okay, and I will request you, if you have any questions or any doubt, you can put in the comment section. You can have your questions on the comment box. I will try to respond your questions. If you like this video, I request you please like it. Please share with your friends, those who have a misunderstanding or those who want to learn about the employment model. And please do subscribe and click on the bell icon so that whenever you are receiving, when I am creating any new videos such that you will get a notification. I thank you for watching this particular video and have a fantastic day.